All right, today we are diving into probably the biggest shakeup Microsoft Word has seen in years, the 2007 interface. Now, if you've been using Word for a while, get ready, because just about everything has changed. But trust me, once you get the hang of it, it's really for the better.
So, have you had this moment, you launch the new Word, you're just kind of staring at the screen and you're thinking, wait a second, where did everything go? If you've had that little moment of panic, you are definitely not alone. The familiar menus and toolbars we've known for years, they're gone.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, that's what we're used to, right? Those classic menus, all those toolbars. And on the right, that's the new approach. It's officially called the Microsoft Office Fluent User Interface, and its whole centerpiece is that big thing at the top called the ribbon. The goal here is to stop you from hunting through menus and just put the tools you need right out in the open. So here's our game plan for this tour. We're going to start with the new interface as a whole, then we'll look at that powerful Office button. We'll spend some time navigating the ribbon, then we'll break down the different kinds of commands you'll see. After that, we'll cover how to set up your personal workspace, and finally, we'll put it all together. Okay, first up, let's tackle the single biggest change to Word's interface. It's time to meet the ribbon. Think of this as your brand new command center. Now, the key idea to grasp here is that the ribbon isn't just a fancy replacement for old toolbars. Nope, it is a complete rethink of how things are organized. Instead of features being buried in menus, they're grouped by what you're actually trying to do. So everything for formatting a page is in one spot, everything for inserting a table is in another. It's task-oriented. Now I want you to look at the very top left corner of the screen. You see that single colorful icon? That is the Office button. And it's basically where the entire old file menu now lives. So when you click this button, you get all the basics you'd expect. New, open, save, print. But what's really, really useful is this pane on the right that automatically shows your most recent documents. No more digging through folders trying to find that file you were just working on. Okay, let's break down the ribbon itself. I know it might look a little overwhelming at first, but it's organized into a really simple 3-level system. And once you get it, you'll be finding things incredibly fast. So here's the flow. It's always a 3-step process. First, you pick a tab at the top based on what you're doing, like page layout. Second, you look for a logical group of tools on that tab, like page setup. And third, you pick the specific command you need, like margins. That's the whole system. Tabs, groups, commands. And get this, the ribbon is actually pretty smart. It helps keep your workspace from getting cluttered with something called contextual tabs. You see, when you click on a picture, a special Picture Tools tab just magically appears with all the editing options you could want. Then when you click off the picture, poof, it disappears. It's a really clever way to keep things clean. Okay, so you've probably noticed that not every button on the ribbon does the exact same thing. Let's quickly break down the 3 main types of controls you're going to be using. So here are the 3 types. First, you've got your simple buttons, like Bold. It's just an on-off switch. It turns orange when it's active. Easy. Second, you have drop-down menus, which give you a list of related options when you click them. And third, you'll see these tiny little arrows in the corner of some groups. Those are called dialog launchers, and clicking one opens up one of those familiar, more detailed windows with all the advanced settings. And here's a great tip. If you're ever not sure what a button does, just let your mouse pointer hover over it for a second. A little box will pop up that tells you exactly what it is, and a lot of the time, it'll even tell you the keyboard shortcut for it too. So now that we know the lay of the land, let's talk about how you can actually customize this new interface to perfectly fit your own personal workflow. The Quick Access Toolbar is your secret weapon for efficiency. It's that small bar at the very top of the window where you can add any command you want. The absolute best part is that it is always visible, no matter which tab you're currently on. This is the perfect spot for things like save, undo, or print, so they're always just a single click away. And hey, don't forget to look down. The status bar at the very bottom of the window is actually more useful than ever. It gives you live stats on your document, like the current page number and word count, and you can even right-click it to customize what information you see there. Also down there on that bottom bar are your view controls. And in Word 2007, you have a grand total of 5 different ways to look at your document. Let's quickly run through them. Each of these views lets you switch your perspective in an instant. You can use the standard print layout, go totally distraction-free with full screen reading, preview how it'll look on the web, organize your whole structure in outline view, or just focus on the raw text in draft view.
All right, we have covered a lot of ground here, I know. So let's do a quick final recap of this brand new layout.
The main takeaway is that everything has a logical home now, and it's all designed to match the way you actually work. You use the Office button for your file management, you use the ribbon for taking action on your document, and you use the toolbars for your personal shortcuts and info. So, now you understand this new task-oriented design. The old way of hunting and pecking through menus is gone, and it's been replaced by a much faster, more intuitive system. You're now totally equipped to create better documents more easily. So, the only question left is, what will you create?